Some rain and thunderstorms are starting to move through the area.
A broken record every Wednesday and Thursday, it seems, the last few weeks. But can we expect anything severe? Let's get right to the man with the answer. Weather Authority Rich Luterman. Hey, Rich.
Hey there, Roop and Taryn. We do not have severe weather in the forecast this evening. Clearly, though, our next cold front is off to our west. You can see some heavier storms up over Saginaw Bay, right over Jackson right now. A couple of heavy downpours and some rumbles. The action is not here yet, but it's going to be sliding through Metro Detroit between 5:30 and 8:30 this evening. Again, showers likely, a couple of rumbles possible. Severe weather not in the forecast. 76 for us, 66 in Saginaw. They have some wet weather. Look at that, 54 degrees up there in Marquette. We're going to get down to 56. It'll take the overnight hours to get there. Check out the forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a bit cooler. Then we begin a long, dry stretch for all of southeast Michigan. And then we have a big warm-up to show you for Sunday and Monday. That's Labor Day. A full check of that 7-day route coming up in 15.
Rich, we'll talk to you then. Thank you. Well, Florida's Gulf Coast is bracing right now for impact ahead of Hurricane Idalia's arrival. The storm is churning in the Gulf of Mexico, now a Category 2, but it is projected to make landfall tomorrow as a Cat 3. Sustained winds could reach 120 miles per hour, and storm surge could be as high as 15 feet. Governor Ron DeSantis there warning Floridians to get out while they still can. We'll have a live report from Florida ahead in our next half hour.
U of M continues to investigate significant security issues as it deals with an internet outage. It is the second straight day of classes without internet. In a statement, University President Santa Ono is thanking students and faculty for patience as officials work to resolve the problem. Instructors have adjusted their plans to account for the loss of internet access. Meanwhile, Michigan Medicine has not been impacted by the outage.
Well, after another weekend of violence, many want to know what the plan is to stop it. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan hosting a community meeting Monday night. He laid out how much that $10 million in federal spending would help and how much of it is being used, with 6 groups doing the work in the neighborhoods. Now, a lot of the shootings in the city have come from these areas, according to the mayor himself.
40% of all the shootings are in their 6 zones. I want the people of the city to hear directly from the activists who will be in the neighborhoods, establishing the relationships and hopefully diffusing the arguments before they turn to violence.
The work started August 1st with each of the 6 groups using their own strategies to reduce violence. They get paid more money on their programs based on how much they end up reducing shootings in their assigned area of Detroit.
The Dearborn fire chief arrested and accused of driving drunk after he was pulled over early this morning.
Yeah, he's worked for the department for nearly 2 decades. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack with the story tonight.
This is body camera footage of the traffic stop on Telegraph near Dartmouth around 3 Tuesday morning. Murray allegedly passed a car going about 15 miles per hour over the speed limit, and he was swerving.
And how many did you have? 4 beers?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 beers.
4 or 5? All right, because, I mean, let's just be honest. You're absolutely ripped.
The chief apparently refused a breathalyzer test at the scene.
I feel like I just need to wait for a lawyer.
You want to wait for a lawyer? Fantastic. You're going to be placed under arrest. Put your hands behind your back, okay? Under arrest for drunk driving.
After a warrant was secured, Murray was taken to a local hospital to get his blood drawn to check his blood alcohol content. Those numbers have not been released, but he was not let out of lockup until about 10 hours after his arrest. Dearborn's mayor, Abdullah Hamoud, released this statement. Earlier this morning, the administration was notified of an incident involving our fire chief. We are taking this matter seriously. As facts become known, we will take the appropriate course of action.
You can barely speak. You can barely stand up.
All right. What do you mean I can barely stand up?
Okay.
Murray has been with Dearborn Fire since 2001 and chief for 11 years. Sources say he has an upstanding reputation with the department, highly decorated in his field, and even has a PhD.
Controlled substance, other toxic substance.
Murray was let out of Dearborn Heights police lockup about 10 hours after he was initially arrested right out here along Telegraph overnight. We confronted him, asked him if he had anything to say. He said nothing, quickly crossed the street away from our cameras. Now, during that body camera footage that was provided to us, about 26 minutes, that arrest, he refused the breathalyzer several times and actually said that he was drinking at Big League Brews, just about an 8-minute drive drive from here on Telegraph. That's down in Taylor. Again, a lot more to come with this story. You know, is this person's job in jeopardy? And of course, we are awaiting charges potentially when that blood alcohol comes back. But for now, we are reporting live in Dearborn Heights. Jessica Dupnak, Fox 2 News.
It's tough, especially when you have the chief there that's accused of something like that, and certainly he could have put several people's lives in danger. We know the possible consequences there. This could have been worse, Jessica.
Yeah, absolutely. And you heard the officers. They were very patient, very kind to the chief. At that point, they didn't know who he was or who they were dealing with. But right away, they knew that he could not stand up and couldn't speak. It was very clear what was going on there.
All right. Thank you. We'll see where it goes from here. Jessica reporting live for us. Well, a woman's cancer diagnosis was bad enough, but made even worse when she lost her mode of transportation.
But a group named Road to Recovery is filling in the gaps and helping people get the treatment they need. Fox 2's Ingrid Kelly explains.
When life led Army vet Jill Shagnon to Michigan in 2015, she had no idea the challenge that was on the horizon. Soon after she relocated, a breast cancer diagnosis brought fear, doubt, and many trips to the hospital.
Literally since then, even to present day, dealing with treatments and appointments and side effects and some bad complications.
As Jill was navigating treatment, another roadblock came into view.
Right after we got the diagnosis, the head gasket on our car blew.
But the American Cancer Society arrived with a solution.
How are you?
It's called Road to Recovery.
I had time, I can do it, so I signed up.
Volunteers like Terry Hurst, a retired educator, provide transportation to and from doctor appointments for patients in need. Terry takes Jill to and from her appointments at the VA located in Ann Arbor.
Road Recovery literally helped save my life.
You can spend all the money in the world for research and getting treatments, but unless you can get people to the treatments, that doesn't pay off.
After signing up, Jill says the program has taken her to every appointment at no cost to her or any patient who participates.
I went to pay him for his gas, and he was like, no, 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 no. It doesn't work that way. This program, it's all volunteer. They do it on their time and on their dime.
I think everybody should volunteer with something.
It's support that can save a life.
If you can get to your appointments, then you have hope.
Organizers of Road to Recovery want people to understand life is not a solo mission. It's better navigated when others are on board.
If you as a volunteer could just take one person a month, that's one less ride the family or friends have to do and take off of work to take the person to treatment.
To learn more about Road to Recovery and how you can volunteer, go to fox2detroit.com.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate all your rides and your time.
You're welcome.
In Novi, Ingrid Kelly, Fox 2 News.
Renovations are officially coming to Eliza Howell Park on Detroit's west side. Community members joining together this morning for the groundbreaking on road renovations on the park. The renovations will include road construction of the entire park road of Eliza Howell, reconstructing the worst areas and separating bike lanes. The project has been something local officials have wanted for a while.
This is, again, a place where residents in Brightmoor and throughout the city of Detroit find a place to recreate, find themselves a quiet space, but it also give you an opportunity to have some relief on your vehicle as you come in and out of this location as well. We've been really screaming about this for quite some time.
Eliza Howell Park is Detroit's third largest park.